Hi everyone, welcome back to yoga. My name is Ashley. Today we are going to be doing a class, Yoga for Surrender. And so there's going to be less talking and more yoga in this practice. So it's minimal cues. And I like to think of Yoga Asana as one of the best and most wonderful teaching tools that helps the practitioner learn how to let go and to surrender the need for control. So how many of you are constantly worried about if you're doing something right, or if somebody in your life is doing something right, or if somebody's washing the dishes correctly in your household and things like that? I know I do sometimes. And truth be told, we don't always have to need to control everything about our lives, and we don't have to control other people in our lives, and we also don't have to always control everything about our yoga practice. So in terms of yoga practice, alignment is good, breath is good, and all that, but there can be a lot of attention or too much attention placed on those things, so much that it can take away from the experience of our practice. And so there's this balance between keeping ourselves safe and also letting ourselves be more exploratory. And it's really good practice to give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room every now and then, and some leniency, so that we don't feel like we have to focus on every little detail all the time. So sometimes we just need to surrender a little bit and let this practice and our experience in this practice be more free and to flow however it may. In this practice, doing this can actually help us transcend our awareness beyond this physical plane, maybe our bodies, maybe our attachments, and so on and so forth. And it can actually help us elevate our consciousness a little bit more by teaching ourselves how to let go and surrender. So today we're gonna again be doing less talking. There will be some cues, but for the most part, it's gonna be pretty quiet. So feel free, if you want to get the playlist, there is a link in the description below if you would like to listen to music while you practice. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to close your eyes or gaze at a point out in front of you and to connect to your natural breath. Take a moment here to settle into yourself, your physical body, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. All of these aspects coming together to make you who you are. Before we begin, I'd like you to ask yourself the question, what am I afraid will happen if I let go of the need to control? What scares me about letting go of control and surrendering? Feel free to place your palms in front of your heart. We'll begin with the sound Om one time. Take a full breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale again. Om. Release your hands. Gently open your eyes. Let's begin in downward facing dog. The only cues I'll give here is just to put even weight in your hands and feet so your hips get lighter. Bring your feet together. Come to plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower halfway down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighter arms. Exhale, downward dog. Bring your feet together. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Lift your torso, lift your arms. Lunging warrior one. Stretch tall. Lower your hands to the floor. Plank pose to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Lift your torso, lift your arms. Downward facing dog. Plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Step your right foot outside your right hand, back heel to the floor, warrior two. Reach up and over, gaze beyond your right fingers. Reverse warrior. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior two. Reverse warrior, lean back. Downward dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Back knee to the floor. Turn your right toes out. Twisted monkey lunge. Reach your right arm up, grab your left foot, and pull your heel in. Half Hanuman, right foot to the front middle of your mat. Scoot your left leg back to lift your right toes and fold over your right leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your right knee, step into your right foot, lift your left leg parallel to the floor, lift your top arm. Goddess squat. Squat in between your feet, feet hip distance. Downward dog. Step your left foot outside your left hand, back knee down, twisted monkey, second side. Ardha Hanumanasana, half leaping monkey. Half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Squat. Mountain pose, top of mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Continue on at your own pace, with your own breath, a lot like cat-cow. Next inhale, stay lengthened. Step your left leg way back, turn your toes straight out to the left. Take right forearm to right thigh for side angle prep. Left arm beyond your ear. Stay here or extend your right arm out in front of you to the inside edge of your right leg. Lower your right forearm, lower your left hand, step your left foot forward, step your right foot back. Second side, side angle prep, forearm to thigh, right arm beyond your ear. Extend your arm out in front of you. Lower your hands. Step your right foot forward. Bend your knees, palms flat, hop back, down dog. Feet together, sideways facing plank, any variation. Second side, switch. Plank pose. Lower your knees to the floor. Slide your knees toward your toes, then sit on your heels. Vajrasana, arms extended, palms toward the ceiling. Good. Lower hands, tops of feet to the floor. Interlace fingers behind your back. Thunderbolt back bend, work your arms towards straight, then maybe take your knuckles to the floor behind you or hands to hips. Sit back up. Grab your heels with your thumbs and index fingers. Forehead right up against your knees. Top of head to the floor. Lift your hips, rabbit pose. Straight arms. Sit back up. Downward dog. Step right foot to the middle of your mat. Place your hands on your hips. It's okay to lean forward in front of your ankle. Look forward. Torso parallel to the floor. Lift your left leg parallel to the floor. Warrior 3. Any variation, feel free to take arms forward. Step back. Downward dog. Left foot forward halfway. Step all your weight into your foot. Lift up at your own pace. Downward dog. Pigeon, right knee forward. Stay upright. Maybe take your hands outside your hips. Maybe lift your arms over your head. Squeeze your legs in. Downward dog. Left side, take your knee forward. Stay here, hands by side. Stay here, arms lifted. Squeeze in. Downward dog. Step to the middle of your mat. Both feet turn to face the long edge of your mat. Bend knees, hands flat, hop your feet wide. Prasarda Padottanasana, fold in between your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Hands on hips, shoulders back, stand up. Take your arms wide. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose to the right. Reach, lower your hand wherever best for you today. Extended side angle. Bend your right knee, reach left arm beyond your ear. Push arm and leg longer. Look down, revolved half moon. Left hand to the floor, left leg up, twist to your right, right arm up. Carefully come up to levitating sage, bend your left knee, push through your right foot, lift up, reach your arms up, kick your left leg forward. Step way back, wide stance, arms wide, feet wide. Very good. Turn left toes out, triangle pose. Twist open. Extended side angle. Notice what's coming up for you when you don't have cues to listen to. Revolved half moon. Levitating sage. Step back, wide stance. All right, interlace fingers behind your back. Work your arms towards straight. Prasarita Padottanasana, hands bound. Fold forward. Release your hands. Lengthen your spine. Turn your right toes out. Sideways squat, skandasana, left toes up. Feel free to stay on your hands or palms in front of your heart. Anjaneyasana to your right. Hands surround your right foot. Flip to your left knee. Right toes forward. Lift up. Quad stretch. Right hand to thigh. Grab your left foot. Pull heel to hip. Lower your foot. Wide-legged forward fold. Turn left toes out, skandasana. Right toes up. Palms in front of your heart. Anjaneyasana. Turn to your left. Right knee down. Lift up. Quad stretch. Wide-legged forward fold. Wide-legged goddess. Turn your toes out towards sideways. And then stand up on your legs, knees bent, arms like cactus arms. Kali breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, stick out your tongue, go. Inhale. One more. Straight arms, straight legs. Fingers in front of your heart, step or jump together. Crescent, reach your arms up, interlace fingers. Lean your torso to the right, hips to your left. Switch. Back to the first side. Take your right toes to the right. Maybe lift them off the floor. One-legged crescent. Switch. Just in time. Left leg to the left. Maybe lift up. Come back up. Bend your knees. Turn to the front of your mat. Right arm up. Lean to your left and twist. Power posture, twisted variation. Palms in front of your heart. Sit low. Shift weight to your left foot, flamingo, right heel to hip. Lower your foot, stand up. Whew. Bend your knees, lift your left arm, second side, twist. Left heel to hip. Lower down, stand up. Okay, I'm gonna turn so you can see me, but stay facing that way. Bend your knees. Right arm up, twist to the left. Take your palms together. Flamingo, right foot off the floor. Right hand to the floor, lean to the left. Ekapada Kunanyasana, 1. Kick your right leg back. Lean forward. It may or may not happen today. Try to come out the way you got in. Great, second side. Left arm up, bend your knees, twist. Flamingo, left heel up. Lean to the right. Ekapada Kunanyasana, 1. Come out the way you got in, if you can. Awesome. Lie down on your back. Sukhi Randrasana, right ankle over your left knee. Pull your legs in. Feel free to rock side to side. Switch sides, left ankle over. Pull your legs in. Lower your feet to the floor, knees and ankles together with your knees bent. Supta Padangusthasana. Grab your right big toe or outer foot with your right hand. Maybe straighten your leg. Feel free to straighten your bottom leg as well. Open right leg to the right. Twist, cross your leg over to the left. Lift back up. Head to knee, one breath. Lower your right foot. Second side, grab your left foot. Reach your leg towards straight. Feel free to straighten your bottom leg. Leg to side. Without cues, just allow yourself to explore your postures a little more. Twist, cross it over. Head to knee, one breath. Lower down. Roll over to one side to sit up. Then take your legs straight out in front of you. Janu Shirshasana, left knee to the left. And fold over your right leg in whatever way feels best for you. Slowly come back up. Parivritta, twist to the left. Take your left arm up. Lean as far to the right as is optimal. Maybe side to thigh. Stargazer. Left hand behind your hips, inner right foot down, lift your hips, reach your right arm beyond your head. Lower down. Swing your left leg forward. Switch sides, right knee to the right. Fold over your left leg. Parivrtta. Stargazer. Lower down. Extend your right leg forward. Bend both knees. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Left heel outside right hip. Right heel outside left knee. Feel free to take a twist variation of your choosing. Look forward, untwist, stack your right shin on top of your left shin, and then hook your right foot on top of your left foot, Bharadvajasana. Twist to your left. Feel free to do any other variation if you know it. Turn forward, legs forward, and then right heel outside left hip, left heel outside right knee, twist to the left. Bharadvajasana, untwist, stack your legs, twist to your right. Look forward, legs forward. Paschimottanasana. Any variation, feel free to bend your knees and fold forward. Inhale, come back up slowly. Scoot your hips forward. And then fingers under your hips. Fish pose, elbows to the floor. Push through your hips and your arms to back bend. Maybe look back. Lower your sternum. Lift your head. Slide all the way down. Bridge pose. Walk your shoulders in and lift up when you're ready. Any hand variation you'd like. Release your hands. Lower your hips, feet wide, knees together, rest. Tibetan weaponry variation. Come into like happy baby. I'll give a little bit more instruction on this one. Grab outside your left foot with your left hand, arm outside leg. Lean onto your right knee and either take the ball of your left foot or the top of your left foot to the floor. And if you have the top of your left foot down, feel free to slide down so your knee lowers. And maybe extend your right leg to the right. To come out, stay leaning to your right and just bend your knees, pull your legs towards you. Switch sides. And slowly come back out. Happy baby. Take your knees together, ankles together. Grab outside your feet, reclined intense west stretch, Urdhva Mukha Paschimottanasana 2. Extend your legs beyond your head. Grab your big toes, bend your knees. Try to rock back and forth until you come up and balance on your sitting bones just behind them. And maybe straighten your legs. Urdhva Mukha Paschimottanasana 1. Feel free to join your feet. Grab outside your feet and take face to shins. Stay seated. Lower your feet. And then face whichever way and come into a comfortable seat. Take a moment here just to focus on your breath. Just let it breathe naturally for a few rounds. Nadi Shodhana, pranayama. First two fingers of your right hand curl toward the center of your palm. Ring finger to left nostril, thumb to right nostril. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Plug your left, inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. In left. Plug left, exhale right. And continue at your own pace. After your exhale through your right nostril, release the mudra, come back to your breath. Breathe naturally. Feel free to come into Savasana whenever you're ready. Rest in any way that feels best for you. Taking a full breath through your nose and let it out with a sigh. Gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and ankles. And whenever you feel ready, bend your knees and roll to your side. Using your arms, press yourself back to seated, just as we began. What am I afraid will happen if I let go of my need to control? Feel free to join your palms in front of your heart. We'll end with one Om. Take a full breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale again. Feel free to place your hands over your heart. Bow your head into your heart. Take a moment to acknowledge and honor yourself, each other, in this practice, and anyone or anything else. Take as much time as you need. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you all so much for coming to practice. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.